Why is South Africa becoming a prominent player in global fentanyl trafficking? How does the country's relationship with China influence its control of chemical imports used to make fentanyl? Joining me now is Jayson Eli. He's a senior expert at the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime. Joining me now is Jayson Eli. He's a senior expert at the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime. Thank you so much for your time today, Jayson.
Pleasure.
Why is South Africa becoming a key location for the Mexican Sinaloa cartel to produce fentanyl, and how does the global trade affect this?
Well, South Africa is really well placed if you think about it. It's halfway between two of the largest production points for illicit drugs in the world. You've got opium, poppy, and heroin, with some methamphetamine coming out of Afghanistan. You've got cocaine and meth coming out of South and Central America. It's a country that is quite well developed in terms of its port infrastructure. It's a country that has great challenges monitoring its borders, but a country that's also well linked into the major economies around the world, and one that unfortunately suffers from some degree of corruption among its security institutions and individuals. So it's a place that is well placed geographically, but also a place that has had a long history when it comes to the production and distribution of illicit drugs in the region and beyond.
Can you talk about the implications of South Africa's political and economic ties with China with regard to controlling the chemicals used to make fentanyl?
Well, China is South Africa's #1 trade partner, first and foremost. So there's a great deal of trade that occurs between the two countries. If we add to that the fact that Chinese organized crime has been really well established since well before apartheid ended, then you've got the history of Chinese presence as well as a large volume of Chinese origin trade coming into the country. The production of illicit drugs in South Africa, synthetics in particular, and I'm talking here of methamphetamine, have been occurring since the mid-90s. So there is the presence and ability of a particular population of criminals to produce these drugs, and there is an attractive feature in terms of a great deal of demand within the country. Why would Mexican cartels be interested? Well, first and foremost, they're able to offshore their production to a location that gets beyond the security challenges that currently exist within Mexico. Locating in South Africa brings them closer to some of the largest global markets, excluding the U.S., for synthetics like methamphetamine and fentanyl. I'm talking here of Australia, New Zealand, but also Europe more directly. So it's really a situation of location and history that is contributing to this evolution that's been occurring probably over the last 8 to 10 years.